Hey, I'm Fox, and this is my bar, and this is me cleaning a garnish for later. I've been bartending since the start of the pandemic because I didn't want to keep drinking alcohol straight. I don't mind drinking, but let me see what else I can learn from it. I like to cook. I like putting things together. It's almost like a magic or a chemistry or a wizardry. So there's something about it that I really enjoy. Now, something that I always tell our patrons to come and remember is LCS. Like, comment, and subscribe. That's the only way this bar is gonna grow, especially if we're gonna grow together. Now, I want to share with you what we're gonna be making today. Are you excited? I am. Today, we are making a margarita. Hello. And if you're here, that means you want to know what you put in a margarita. I'll tell you. First, I definitely want us to use lime juice. We are using fresh squeezed limes. Don't mind the label on the front. We are recycling, reuse, recycle. Is there a third word in that? You know what I mean. But this is freshly squeezed lime juice. Roll B-roll now. All right. After that, we're also going to need agave, blue agave syrup. This you can find at your local grocery store. We're going to be using Brad's Organic Gluten-Free USDA Organic Blue Agave Syrup. I would have used simple syrup, which is an option as well, but I wanted to follow the recipe, and I think I would be remiss if I did not. Blue agave syrup. We're also going to be using CASA MIGOS Tequila, the tequila brand that is owned by your favorite Batman, George Clooney. Purchased some time ago and then sold to a bigger corporation, making big bucks like 50 Cent did vitamin water. CASA MIGOS, also the official tequila of Pandemic New York City. Many a person spent their stimmy on these, and I'm sure those of you who are seeing this bottle right now are even more excited for this margarita. Last but not least, we're gonna need an Orange Liqeur. This is Grand Marnier. As you can tell by the wax seal that's broken, I got too excited when I opened it. It doesn't look as regal as it usually does, but it's still gonna make an amazing drink. You hear that sound? Smells like a good time. Those are our ingredients. So now, let's talk about some history. Hey, looks like you made it to my history class. So, the margarita, Spanish for the word daisy, also used in Mexico as a class of drinks that include a base spirit of 40% alcohol content, an orange liqueur, like the Grand Marnier that we have in our margarita, and citrus, such as lime juice or lemon juice or whatever the cocktail calls for. It was definitely a beverage that was asked for by American patrons who were running south of the border so they can get their drink on during the Prohibition era. You know, can't stop the party, dog. That was terrible, but that's not the point. There's, just like every cocktail, multiple stories that say, well, this is the cause of the drink being made. One of the more important ones, and one of the most highlighted ones, is that back in 1938 there was a gentleman named Carlos Danny Herrera, and at his bar called Rancho de la Gloria there was a woman who seemed to be dancing in what appears to be possibly a burlesque show or some type of show where they're doing flapper shit. And, you know, she's like, bartender, I can't drink these things. I'm allergic. And the bartender is probably, you know, doing his thing. He's like, you can't drink this, this, or that. How about tequila? And so he puts together this cocktail that's got the tequila, an orange liqueur, a citrus, and then boom, you have a margarita. And they say that it was named after the young lady who was who was allergic. Yeah. That's one of the stories. There's another one that says that there was a Dallas, Texas socialite who happened to, you know, share this with the patrons at a party. And the last one was, you know, the Hilton? The guy who owns all the Hiltons, a gentleman in that family or bloodline named Tommy Hilton. Supposedly he brought it to Chicago Hilton and that's where it got its fame. So you can take either one of those stories. You can also hit Google after you hit that subscribe button on my page and find out what may be the true story. But that's what we know about the margarita. And what we will learn now is what goes into the margarita. You want to make it? I do. Let's do this. Ahoy! Alcoholics ahead! If you're here, we're gonna make a margarita. This glass that we've got today is a Collins glass. I got this from the 99-cent store. Another steal yet again. Set of 4, I think it was probably like $5. Amazon, I think they got another price. It could take a week to get to you. Who knows with this pandemic? But this here is about 16 ounces, which is fine. We're gonna just work with it, and it's gonna look really good in this glass. Before we get started, our friend, first and foremost, ice. Brought to you by, who brings the water to New York City? I think they come from mountains up north in the Catskills. New York City has some of the best water in the country. Anyways, fill this thing up here, the bottom half of your shaker. 2/3 of the way with ice. Let's grab the top half of the shaker, the little boy. Look guys, I have a new cocktail, a new jigger. My new jigger. The old jigger, I used to be like, yo jigger, what you doing? But the new jigger would be like, yo jigger, I'm here for you. So, it's gonna jig for us today. It's a little bit rounded and it makes a dope bell sound. Hear this. 2 ounces, George Clooney, Batman Forever, Tequila. He did 2 of those movies, right? Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. The one where they had the nipples on the suit. Why would you do that? Do people with body armor wear that? Oh, we're also gonna need Orange Liqeur. We're gonna use 1/2 ounce. Get in on that. 1/2 ounce. I hope I measure this right. Splash. 1 ounce of our fresh squeezed lime juice. Let's get that in there. Then we're gonna need 1/2 ounce of our agave syrup. Agave, gift from the gods. Interesting thing about agave is back during the time of the Aztecs, it was such an important plant. It was used for commerce. You could use it to buy clothes, housing, food, shelter, just about. It was a very important plant before the Spanish came and imparted their ideas on what commerce should look like. But we'll talk about that in another episode when I explain tequila a little bit more. So we're gonna take the top half of our shaker, put it right here, bang that here, bingo, bango. Shake it up. We got it. Now, I don't know about you, but I myself am a salt on the rim kind of guy. Don't crucify me. Actually, you should. Just get active in the comments and just slay, roast, destroy me. Oh, salt on the rim, why? It's okay. We all have our different preferences. Now what I'm gonna do is grab that lime because we have to garnish this drink with a lime wheel. But I'm also doing this for another reason. How do we get the salt to stick to the glass? This was something that escaped me for almost 2-3 months until I finally did my Googles. We take the lime itself and we go ahead and rub it all on there. Yup. Now, the type of salt I'd recommend is kosher salt. Kosher salt, it's got a nice shape to it because unlike table salt, it is not little tiny balls. They're flaky like snowflakes. I'm gonna put a little bit right here, like so. Put that on there. I've seen things lined up on tables like this before. Now, I'm gonna dance that on there. The lime, look at that. Nice and frosty. I'm probably not doing the sexiest job of it, but You get the idea. Look at that. All right. We grab our strainer. We pour that bad boy here. Matter of fact, you don't really need to strain this. The reason why there's extra sweetener, the agave plus the citrus, is because in drinks like this, the dilution from the ice is already taken into account. So you have the extra sweetener so it maintains its flavor and its alcohol content. Let's pour it all in there. Wow. So you got this nice frosty rim. You've got this beautiful glass, and now our garnish. Bink! That's a thick ass slice. I'm talking about the lime. Salud. Trying to taste this out. Ooh, the smells. Cameraman, smell this. I'm going to put this past the camera. Whoa! Smells good, right? Fresh, fresh, fresh. Yo, getting that lime. I got the ice cold chill just wafting off the top. Summertime in a foreign place, especially if I was in Mexico. This is the drink for that. Time to test it out. All right, let's see if it came out good. Woo! Yeah, very good, very good. Sharp, crisp, bold, bright, tangy, limey. Everything you would want in a cocktail, or everything you expect in a margarita, this is it right here. And the beauty about making things at home is that they're much, much cheaper. So imagine you're going out for a Sunday brunch. Oh girl, get them tacos, get another one of that. Oh, get that margarita pitcher. This here, you can make this all day by yourself or with whoever at home with the ingredients we have for a much cheaper price. And the only person you got tip is yourself or me if I'm there to make it for you. I'll be taking requests soon to at-home bartend for you. But this margarita, look at the color. Look at this frosty though. That's what I love about kosher salt. Kosher salt, it melts whenever you put it onto whatever food you need to put it on, and it really embeds itself. Salt's a flavor enhancer. I forget the name of the bartender who decided let's put salt on the rim, but it was simply just to enhance the flavor of the margarita. You would think the sourness of lime, and then you add in this saltiness to really bring it out. Who would think of it? But it's a great idea, and I really enjoy it. Let me take another sip. It's just so in balance, and it's so perfect. If you're looking for that tartness, as well as that cool energy, like just in the hand alone, you're like, oh, long day done. Or, oh, it's so hot, but this is amazing. I would love to bring a round of these out to my friends and say, hey guys, yo, I made some margaritas with CASA MIGOS. Because I said, New York City, CASA MIGOS 2020, this was our friend. This is still our friend. I didn't know about CASA MIGOS until the pandemic. George Clooney, shout out to you. I still fuck with that Batman, and you know, you do what you do. And this CASA MIGOS margarita, take it to a friend, hang out, enjoy a sunset. Trust me, it'll be worth it. I'm gonna knock this out, and you are welcome to come back here anytime. Look out for more of these videos, and I'll be looking out for you. Cheers.
Smoking on donuts, and 6 doing donuts. Roll up, hold up, they done woke me up in the kitchen with the soap.